Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. Dear Venerable Sangha, Buddhist ladies and gentlemen, you were invited to join us in this weekly Buddhist Newsreel on PHUC online channel. Hereafter, 5 major headlines of Buddhist activities of the week. Hanoi, Vietnam Buddhist Sangha and Public Security Ministry signed the Memorandum of Understanding to coordinate in monastic communication on traffic safety. Da Nang, sponsoring subsection under Buddhist Guide section, received decision on establishment and launches personnel for the 9th tenure. VINH, Buddhist Grand Ordination SIMA of Buddha Calendar 2567, Solar Calendar 2023, successfully performed. Ho Chi Minh City, Central Nunnery Subsection, launched Editorial Board for the website ngiai.vasaonline.com. Digest of Buddhist social charity activities during the week. The following are the news in details. Recently, at the headquarters of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Quang Sư Pagoda, Hanoi City, on the afternoon of May 12, 2023, the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the Ministry of Public Security on coordinated propaganda and mobilized monks, nuns, and Buddhists to participate in the traffic safety regulations in the period of 2023-2026.
The signing ceremony aims to develop a coordinated plan between the Traffic Police Department and the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha on strengthening the propaganda, information, dissemination, education, and mobilization of monks and nuns and Buddhists to participate in traffic safety order in the period of 2023-2026. Speaking at the ceremony, Deputy Minister of Public Security Major General Nguyễn Văn Long wished that through the propaganda work to enhance the traffic order and safety, limit and minimize traffic accidents for monks and nuns and Buddhists. The Traffic Police Department and the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha could cooperate in propagating, disseminating, and educating the law on traffic safety, promote the advantages of Buddhism in communication, integrate messages on traffic safety, as well as safe traffic skills by transmitting the Buddha's teachings also to the community. Most Venerable TＨIC emphasized Vietnam Buddhist Sangha will disseminate to the provincial district Buddhist boards to coordinate with local traffic police to enhance the monastic communication and mobilization of monks, nuns, and Buddhists to ensure traffic safety. Venerable THIC also said that he would promote the monastic communication on activities to ensure traffic safety of monks and nuns, Buddhists, when participating in traffic. They need to raise their awareness of voluntarily obeying the law and spreading the culture of traffic safety in the Buddhist community and people from all walks of life.
On the morning of May 14, 2023, at Quang Thái Pagoda in Da Nang City, the sponsoring subsection under the Buddhist Guide section of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha announced and launched the personnel of affiliated subsections of the 9th tenure 2023-2027.
The sponsoring subsection was established with the task of financial development to support the Central Buddhist Guide section. Every year, the sponsoring subsection offers financial plans and specific programs such as organization of vegetarian parties, auctions of artifacts, retreat courses, cultural programs to raise funds. The sponsoring subsection also creates funds to extend the support to difficult places, localities affected by natural disasters, storms, and floods. Charity programs when called on the Central Buddhist Guide section. At the ceremony, Venerable Thích Quảng Tiên, Vice Head of the Secretariat of Central Buddhist Guide section, announced the decision to approve the personnel composition of the sponsoring subsection to be led by the Most Venerable Thích VINH and 8 subsections under it. In his bestowing words, Venerable THUC Nghiêm, standing Vice Chairman of the Central Buddhist Guide section, praised and appreciated the operation plan of the sponsoring subsection in the new tenure. The Venerable emphasized the importance and responsibility of sponsoring subsection for the Buddhist activities of the Central Buddhist Guide section. The Venerable wished the subsection to operate with stability and development. At the personnel presentation, the sponsoring subsection donated VND 100 million to serve the Buddhist undertakings of the Central Buddhist Guide section.
From May 13 to 16, the Standing Board of VINH Provincial Buddhist Board solemnly organized the Buddhist Grand Ordination SIMA of VINH Province in the Buddha year 2567 at Bo Pagoda in VInh City, VINH Province.
The monastic novices went through the oral exam to test the basic Buddhist knowledge that monastics need to master and understand in the process of practice before the ordination. After that, 2 monastic councils in turn ordained 158 oblates, of which 33 were ordained of bhikkhu, 30 as ordained as monks, 34 as ordained as bhikkhunis, 19 as samanera, and 42 as non-samanera. The examiner of monks were led by Most Venerable THNH, standing Vice Chairman of the Administrative Council, Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, who was in the position of Venerable Invigilator. The Council of Nuns were led by the Master Nun THNH, who is the head of Venerable Invigilator. VINH Grand Ordination SIMA of Buddha, calendar 2567, was successfully conducted with 158 monastic novices for ordination, with the criteria solemnly performed dharma, poor-minded monks, poor precepts, and successful ordinations.
On the morning of May 16, 2023, at the office of the Central Nunnery Subsection, TRuitYN Pagoda in Ho Chi Minh City, the nuns of the Central Nunnery Subsection launched the Editorial Board specializing in the electronic information website NGAY.PHUC.com.
Speaking at the opening ceremony, Master Nun Thích Nu Tinh Nghiêm, Vice Head of the Central Nunnery Subsection, vowed to bring all the energies and wisdom of all members of the Editorial Board to fulfill the assigned responsibilities and help with the activities of Vietnamese nuns. The nun also hopes, with the leadership and care of the Venerables, the Editorial Board of PHUC online channel, to support and help the Editorial Board of NGAY.PHUC.online.com to complete the assigned mandate. At the ceremony, Venerable THUC Anh, Vice Editor-in-Chief of PHUC online channel, announced the decision to approve the personnel composition of the Editorial Board of NGAY.PHUC.online.com of the PHUC online channel, consisting of 10 members, led by the Master Nun Thích Nu Tinh Nghiêm. On behalf of the Editorial Board, Master Nun Thích Nu Diêu Tam presented the tentative activity program of NGAY.PHUC.online.com in the time to come. Speaking at the ceremony, Venerable Thích Anh mentioned the important role of Vietnamese nuns so far. The Venerable emphasized that, with the functions and the task of special page, it is to convey information about the Buddhist affairs of the nuns and to highlight the image of Buddhism in the country and abroad. Through this, the Editorial Board of PHUC online channel will always support and accompany the specialized column in NGAY.PHUC.online.com. The Venerable believed that with the responsibility of the board, there would be good achievements in the future.
And following is the digest of Buddhist charity and social activities during the week.
In TIểNG ANH, on the morning of May 11, 2023, the Provincial Buddhist Charity Section and local authorities handed over the almshouse to family of Mrs. Nguyễn Thị Kim Anh in Vĩnh Bình Hamlet, Vĩnh Kim Commune, Châu Thành District. Mrs. Kim Anh's family had been categorized as a poor household whose members make a living by selling lottery tickets and without a stable housing. Master Nun Thích Như Nguyên abbot of Nam An Pagoda, VINH Kim Commune, TRݹNH District, had encouraged the philanthropist generously to join hands for the construction of the house to support her family. The house has an area of 40 meters square with a construction cost of 80 million Vietnam dong, in which Nam An Pagoda strongly encouraged the sponsors to support 60 million Vietnam dong. At the handover ceremony, the venerable honorifics, government leaders, and benefactors also provided essential items to help her family settle down. At the People's Committee of ThÄNH Commune, Cái Nước District, Cà Mau Province, on the morning of May 13, 2023, monks and Buddhist monasteries of Hưng Phước Pagoda, District 3, Ho Chi Minh City, organized a medical examination route, provided medicine and gave 300 gifts to support the disadvantaged people. Each gift is worth 1 million Vietnam dong. The total funding for assistance is nearly 370 million Vietnam dong. The funding for construction is supported by sponsors, Buddhist ashram of Hưng Phước Pagoda, and doctors, nurses of GIểNI General Clinic, District 5. During the campaign, 300 people from poor and disadvantaged families received a general checkup, electrocardiogram, blood pressure measurement, health consultation, free of charge prescription and treatment.
Venerable monks and nuns, Buddhist ladies and gentlemen, the last news has started this weekly Buddhist Newsreel. Thank you for your attention and following. Goodbye and see you in the next program on PHOI TV channel. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha.